Ladies and gentlemen, for the past few months, you go online, you'll see that this online shopping platform has been on a trend for quite the negative in most cases. And in fact, you find videos where people are lamenting online of being scammed by Temu. Now, I'll be giving my honest review in this short video. Now, if this is not your first time on my channel, in the previous video you will have seen that I was struggling while speaking in front of the camera, and that was mostly due to the fact that I was using a microphone, a wired microphone with a very short cable. Now, just for the record, or just for you to know, this was the mic I was using, and I used to attach it to a cold shoe right on top of my tripod stand, and then attach this cord to it so you can see how long it was. So I only had a limited distance or limited option of how long I could keep it. So if this tripod stand is like, I have not even stretched it this far, this is where the phone actually is. And then if I should want to record myself using the mic, I'll have to move my chair forward, or I'll have to move the tripod backward a little bit, or forward a little bit, or closer to me anyways. And that has made me struggle a lot. However, I'll say Temu has helped me. So anyways, I got it at a very cheap rate. When I got it was a pack, like a vloggers starter kit. That's the name of most platform. It contains a small tripod stand, a small battery powered fuel light, and then it had this shutter, and then this mic. And they all came, for those in Nigeria, it came for a price of around 15,000 naira. So between 10,000 and 20,000 naira, you can get it, because the price range across various platforms and also across different seasons. Maybe it's promo season, or if particular vendor decided to bring down their price. Now, I'm shooting this video at this distance right now because I purchased this microphone from Temu. Now you can see yellow on the inside, black on the outside. And I've seen some review about this microphone from some YouTubers. And to be honest, even though it's not top notch, at least it has helped improve the quality of my video. Although I hope to get one that I could either like disable the noise cancellation or enable it, but this one just came with kind of noise cancellation by itself. So in the past, when I made videos with this microphone, I'll struggle a lot with the background noise, like my AC. I have a standing AC, and that generated a lot of noise. And also my apartment is just close to the highway, and when traffic is like very heavy, like right now it's heavy and cars are hooting all around, and if it was this mic, you would hear it very amplified, though my voice will be loud and clear and nice, but then the background noise will also be amplified, and when my neighbors are opening their doors, closing their doors, it will also be amplified. But this one, it's kind of made it much more simpler. So the mic had excellent noise cancellation capabilities, but it also has its shortcomings. For example, it is very sensitive. So for example, I will just scratch the surface. Now for the human ear, this noise is almost nothing. You won't really hear it, or you won't even expect it to be a kind of noise that will be amplified. But for you watching this video now, you hear that that act of me just scratching the surface of this mic was picked and amplified at a very high rate by the microphone. So, like I said earlier in the video, I ordered a few items from Temu, about 5 of them. So I ordered this microphone. I ordered this tiny bronze artifact. Sorry. These beautiful sandals as well. Very beautiful and high quality. I ordered this bag from Temu as well. And previously, I ordered this AirPod wireless earpiece from them. Though it looks cheap, and obviously it is cheap, but it's still from the function I wanted it to. I also ordered this charger, this cord separately, and it also worked well. And also, I ordered this Ethiopian cross from Timo. Now, though this cross is kind of cheap and it's made from zinc, but it still looks good, looks nice. And my hair is kind of big. Forgive me. Aha. Don't know if you're seeing it from my this distance. So, okay, this is it. Although it came with this beautiful chain, but I felt the chain was so long for this cross, and I separated it. So I could wear it separately. Ah, okay, gangster. Yeah, man. The cross of Pope Shenouda of Alexandria, cross of Lalibela, Ethiopia, and zinc gold chain. Yeah, man. So I got all these items from Temu, and to be honest, I think everything was actually high quality. Now, the problem with Temu that most people fall into this trap is that they are very impatient, they are very desperate, and most of them just want free items for nothing. Not really free, they want cheap items. That's their problem. So, for example, for each of these items was clearly stated in the description. So, for this cross, it was clearly stated that it was made from zinc, that's an alloy, and it's kind of cheap material, so it won't last more than 3 years, depending on how I wear it. Sweating, water, and all of that will make it not last more than 3 4 years. But it was cheap for around 4,000 naira. Now, the shoe I bought was also high quality. And in fact, when I checked it on Jumia, it was around 19 20,000. Now, in case you're not in Nigeria, this Jumia is actually an app where we buy stuff from. It's like our kind of eBay or our Amazon where we buy stuff from, and it gets shipped to our locations. But I got this shoe on Temu for 14,000 naira. And the bags, I got each of them for about 4,000 naira each. I got the microphone for 8,000 naira. Although I think I was given some discount because later on it was increased to around 20,000 naira and all of that. But just so you see, Temu is not really a scam, though they have different marketing strategies, like they kind of lure you in with their free gifts, and they tell you to share the link to your contact, and then they will give you some discount or some free gifts and all of that. But I think that's just their way of trapping people or luring them into it. Like and they also have a limited amount of items you must buy, or I'll say a price range you must get for them to ship it to you. So for Nigerians, most times it's 30,000 naira. So for the first time I bought some items from them, I got just two items, this and this, minus the cord, and it cost me 9,000 naira. So at the time, they kind of gave me some discounts, and they brought down their restriction, and they allowed me to buy something as cheap as 8,000 naira. So I bought this for 9,000 naira, and it was shipped to me. And when it was shipped to me, I tested them and it worked well. I was convinced that Temu is not really a scam because people have been complaining about Temu and their products, that they are not really high quality. But it just depends on you, because I've seen high quality products on Temu as well that are even more expensive than on Jumia. So it just depends on your budget. What exactly do you want? And do you really want to get high quality, or you just want a look-alike? And one more thing I also observe about Temu is that sometimes they do not sell brands that are overly expensive. For example, in Nigeria, you want to get an item on Jumia, you can sometimes hire as 1 million naira on Jumia. But on Temu, I think the highest I've seen there is maybe 400,000 naira. I've not seen an item worth 1 million naira on Temu before. So, for example, I checked for this DJI Pocket 3 camera. and I didn't see the DJI. I didn't even see the Audro M5 or any alternative camera that looked similar to the DJI. But they gave me a list of lookalikes that were just random body cams and were very poor quality. Although it was clearly stated there, like it wasn't hidden. But from the surface level, if you're not an expert, you'll be confused thinking that these body cams were DJI Pocket 3 and they cost I think just 20,000 naira, 50,000 naira, when in fact the DJI Pocket 3 in Nigeria currently costs about 800 to 1.5 million naira. So that's just one of their ways of marketing their own products and also trying to give you the best with a low price. So you might see some items on some other apps that will be way more expensive, but on Temu it will be cheaper. And also for the fact that they also ship their products for free also makes it a good alternative to Alibaba. Although, and this might be cheap on Alibaba, but the only shortcoming there is the shipping costs. So, for example, I saw a kick scooter, an adult off-road kick scooter, this one with big wheels. I saw it for 50,000 naira on Alibaba, but on Temu it was 200,000 naira. But on Alibaba it was 50,000 naira, but the shipping cost was 500,000. So imagine you buy an item for 50,000 naira and then ship it for 500,000. Is that not a loss? Compared to Temu getting it for 200,000 naira and it's shipped to you free. So I think these are just the ways of how Temu make their own business. And China is a place where there are very few restrictions. So anyone can make any product that look like anything. So while on other apps you see, for example, a gimbal of popular brands, but on Temu you see gimbals of lower prices and of different brands, not necessarily the ones that are much more common in Western countries, but just a kind of Chinese variant, but still functions and does the same thing as the Western ones. So for me, I'll say greed is a problem when people try to see things that they feel is cheap and they rush to it, because Temu clearly states the description of each item in the description level of the display, and people would not read, but they'll blindly just go into it and then later start blaming Timo for what they actually did not do. So in case you're thinking of giving Timo a try, I'll say you can give it a try because there's actually nothing wrong with it. But just be careful, take your time to read the description well, and don't buy an item if you don't actually need it, because sometimes it may kind of trick you. Oh, buy item what's this amount and you win this prize, win this free gifts. Sometimes it may not work, or you might not meet that boundary or that standard, and then it will end up disappointing you and you may end up regretting. So that's just that. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and hit the like and follow button, subscribe to my channel, whatever, support me. Thank you. Goodbye.